Hey, what's up, guys? I have 7 tricks here for you today to make you a better Minecraft Dungeons player. Now, I felt like I needed to make this video since I feel like I'm well educated on the topic, and I feel like I can help a lot of people out with this kind of video. So let's get into it. Tip number one is gonna be you want to replay Minecraft dungeon levels. And the reason why this is because you can get different armor and different weapons whenever you replay the level. So let's say you replay the level and you can see at the bottom, whenever you click on the level, what kind of loot drops you can get, and like you'll see weapon, armor, whatnot. And every time you replay the level, you have a chance to get a different loot drop, which is very important, especially if you're trying to make it to a different difficulty. Tip number two is going to be you want to take recommended power levels seriously. They are nothing to fuck around with. If your recommended power level is power level 70, just because it's the recommended power level does not mean it's going to be easy. And it does not mean that you're going to want to do a higher power level to get better loot. Because your recommended power level will still give you better loot than whatever power level you are at the moment. And it's the same thing with the first tip, that if you want to replay the same power level that you're at to get different loot, you can do that. My third tip for you guys is going to be progress through the levels, go through all the levels on easy difficulty before you start really focusing on gear, because all of the levels, just about all of them, have chests and secret levels and all these other things that you can unlock. So you definitely want to make sure you get those, because those will all help you in the future, whether it's buying a new weapon or giving your weapon to the blacksmith so that you can make it better. It's very important that you do take the wow. It is very important that you do get these chests and just get as much gems as you can. I can't believe you guys are taking tips from a guy that's getting walloped right now. Just don't even listen to what I'm telling you. This sucks. Skill issue. And my fourth tip for you guys, although this may seem like the obvious, there is zero reason for you to save your gems. Unless you're saving up for a certain weapon or an upgrade or whatever it is, there is zero reason to save up your gems. You don't have interest on them. Nothing will happen if you spend them and don't save your gems. So get better loot, take them to the merchant, take them to the mystery merchant, and upgrade your armor. It's very important. You do not want to let your gems just sit there and basically just have no use to them. Now, this tip, you can it's kind of personal preference on what you want to do with this. However, it is very important that you know that you can salvage your old gear for gems and your old enchantment points back. The reason why I say it's personal preference is because you can take your old armor, take them to the blacksmith, and maybe you could get better armor than better weapons, armor, whatever, than whatever you have at the moment. So it's kind of up to you on whether you want to just upgrade them, take them to the blacksmith, or get emeralds for them. But it's very important that you do know that, just in case you're in a drought and can't seem to get any emeralds, because that does happen a lot. And tip number 6 is basically what I said in the last tip. You can get your enchantment points back. Now, me personally, I don't salvage all my gear except for when I get new gear and I want my old enchantment points back. I simply just salvage that specific gear that has the enchantment points, and then I put it on my new weapons. I believe it's very important that you put all your enchantment points or whatever available enchantment points you have into whatever armor or weapon or bow that you want to make better. Just because enchantments are so important, you don't want these enchantment points just to go to waste on some armor you're never going to put on again. So you definitely want to salvage your enchantment points and make sure you're still putting them in circulation with whatever loadout you're rocking at the moment. Now this is going to sound silly, but some people don't know this. Make sure you're using your bow on ranged enemies or whatever artifact that you have that has range on it. If you try to just charge them head on, especially on recommended power level or in case you want to go a harder power level, it's not going to work. You will lose a lot of health, especially since a lot of skeletons, they usually spawn in with like 4 or 5, maybe even 10 at a time. It just won't work. Make sure you are using your bow in those situations, as that can really save your life, especially if you're doing a level that has a lot of ranged enemies in it. It is very, very, very important that you are using your bow and utilizing it to the extent that it needs to be. Alright guys, that was just a quick little video for you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you want more content like that on this channel. Consider subscribing and liking, and I hope you guys have a great night. Thanks.